Hello, Mixer. How you guys doing? It's been a little bit. It's been what, a couple days since we've last been on, but we have had a great weekend. We started year 3. This is our official first streamed one shot of year 3 in Defense of Rillifane. Before we get into it, we'll change up the screen. Apparently, this is not supposed to be here. Let's figure out what the hell's going on here. So, that being said, there's a few things that we do need to discuss. First things first, let's find that image. There we go. Okay, so first things first. The easiest way to help these party members out today is by retweeting the tweet. Link is down below. At 10 they get advantage, 20 they get a natural 20, 30 and so on, we get stuff to happen. Outside of that, you can go ahead and donate. Down below there's a list to help them out. Items, healing potions, healing for everyone, NPCs, etc. Otherwise, you can go ahead and get involved by joining our Patreon, and there's rewards for viewers, players, everyone. So, last but not least, we have our wiki up there. If you want to know more about the world and why things are happening, we'll get into some of it today. So, let's meet our party. Hello, party.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hello, Sev.
So, Nasi,
Yes.
I would like you to tell everyone why we're here. I need to run AFK for 1 minute. But you guys, you explain what's going on, and then go ahead and tell everyone, and then start the RP. I'll be back to bring you in.
Okay. Well, we've gathered because Matthew's brother has, people he's in charge of have assaulted the Temple of Rillifane in the Glen Woods in Lakia. Marcus's brother is his twin. He's a blood hunter who took over Silvervine after Marcus was basically thrown out, for lack of a better term. He's gathered people he trusts and Foul to go on this mission. Hugs. And we're trying to defend the temple from being, because it's being besieged right now by the forces of Silvervine. So, that's what I have.
So everyone has gotten their extra health, right?
How much
I don't
extra?
even know what it is.
14.
I looked at Epi.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Epi, for rolling for me, by the way.
I'm still waiting for Sev to give me your sheet. Don't worry, I'll add it to your sheet. Also, I'm gonna have to open up a can of monster. I need to focus.
So, Marcus is going to look at all of y'all and say, a lot of these soldiers are probably here because they're being forced by Matthew. However, they're attacking your Temple of Rillifane. I don't know what they're going to do whenever they see me.
Look very confused.
Would you like us to wait to see what their reaction would be when you reveal yourself before we immediately attack? I imagine they're already besieging the temple, perhaps, and fighting, but if some confuse you for Matthew, perhaps you could tell them just to go home?
I'm hoping that works, but I have a feeling that if they're there not of their own choice, there are people who are watching them to make sure that they don't run.
I do not have a way, but does anyone have a way of increasing his voice? Be heard?
I mean, I have thaumaturgy.
That would be perfect.
Can you
I'll
use
go-
thaumaturgy on someone else?
Hold on, let me look at it. Like, No, I think it's only on you. Yeah, it says your voice. So,
What's the range on it? Does it say self or touch?
it's 10...
It's 30 feet range.
30.
You can use it on someone else.
No, because it specifically says your voice.
Oh, right. Oh, well.
So
It's
just
okay.
so we're all on the same page, Foul has cast Foresight himself, and Sora has cast Foresight on Mirth, right?
Sure.
Correct.
Crumb doesn't need advantage.
Marcus has made your own up.
Sorry, gestures to the rogue.
I know. I can give it to myself anyways.
What did you say, Marcus?
Marcus has major armor on himself. He's also going to look at you and say, I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough to keep my country. But I hope we can make this right.
We'll get it back.
I mean, you better have a hell of a speech planned to convince people to turn against your evil doppelganger. I
think it may just be, look at him. Yes.
You have 10 retweets already. Everyone has advantage.
Hooray.
Probably you needed the Firefly sheet, correct?
Yes.
I'm still trying to log on.
No worry, we still got set up and everything.
No problem.
So, as you guys head out to the forest, I believe it is Sora that is casting Transport via Plants.
Yes, she will.
Mark down that spell slot as following donated not $25, not 20s for the entire party via Nog frosted cookies.
Thank you, Fallen.
Might I suggest maybe saving those for, I don't know, death saves or crucial moments.
So, as you guys head out to the forest, Sora, you put your hand on the tree, about to cast as the little girl walks up towards you. You're headed back.
We are?
She walks over to you and holds her hand out.
She takes your hand.
She moves it away from the tree and puts her hand on the tree for you. Please do everything you can. And she casts Transport via Plants for you. As the bark pulls off the tree, forming this arch, way the green natural energy, kind of flowing both ways. Do you all step through?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yep.
Crumb gives the little girl cookies before he steps through.
Okay. You step into the large temple made inside a great oak tree. There, the first thing you see as you get through is the old druid, who some of you had met in Marcus's initial contact here, stressed, his sweat pouring down his face as he attempts, he's almost in a trance-like state, attempting to hold off whatever he can. You can hear the rain pour down upon the tree, just almost like buckets of hail dropping out. You hear the clashing of swords and arrows is loose, and you hear fire away, both directions. You hear impacts down and around. What is your first thing you're doing? You're still inside the temple.
Checking on the old druid and asking him, what's the situation now? What, has anything fallen? Has anybody fallen? What, where do you need us?
As you start to speak to him, you immediately notice he is so far in concentration that he is basically oblivious to surroundings. You could basically kill him without him putting up a fight at this point. He's probably pushing himself to maintain more than one concentration up.
Move outside and look at the walls.
So you step outside, Val?
Yep.
Yep, I'm with them.
Okay. As you start to step outside, you see, the rain obviously coming down, cracks of lightning in the distance. You see, as you look up, you see just a massive boulder that's still smoldering quite a bit, kind of impact in your screams as you watch it basically crush someone trying to run. You see that the walls are in various kind of structural integrities. As you guys can see the map, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get on.
Yep, that's fine.
So I take it we're defending multiple sides?
At this point, with the day, they have surrounded the temple.
I'm guessing the circles are the siege weapons.
You have everything where it is. There's a key at the bottom.
Oh.
Need a screenshot?
Someone can. I won't be able to.
I got
I'm
this.
sorry. Okay, Jen got you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
So, as you stand out, it's Brune. About time! Scream up from those, and basically a ballista, thing goes over his head. That was close.
Those hurt very much. Do not get hit.
I'd rather not. I'll take your advice.
Where do you need us?
Loose! Fire arrows. Find where you can. We're running low on supplies. He kind of motions. Yeah, you see barrels of arrows and stuff set along the wall that are dwindling in supplies, food, and they've been fighting for almost a day. Taking it from all sides.
So was I able to store all those arrows and
It didn't tell me where you put them. So
the portable hole?
how many could you fit in the portable hole? There's math.
3 meter. It's 3 meters deep. I'm not good at maths. Looks at Nazi. Hello.
Well, say you could bring 500 arrows.
I would have bought 500 arrows.
That's what you could fit.
Okay. I would look at Marcus and go, "Do you want to give him the arrows?"
Marcus opens the portable hole on the ground.
Okay.
Say, here's your arrows.
Yeah, they kind of sends a man down. Mind you, there is not a lot of people here. Yeah, there are people. There are the grounds are littered with corpses. Again, another kind of sound echoing through the rain. Hey, Josh, Cuckalugs. As they fly over,
Josh.
just impacting in and around. Marcus, you look up as one of these is a direct hit, and snaps one of the massive branches off as it comes crashing down to the ground.
Marcus's eyes crackle with energy. He's like, "Oh hell no!"
Mirth turns through. We're surrounded. We have no choice but to split up in this matter.
You hear another loud, resounding thud as Brew goes, "Front gate! They got another ram!" And people start shifting.
Head towards the front gate.
Your front gate, just for you to be aware, is the one over here.
Okay.
Okay.
Crom looks at Fal, Sora, and Marcus. You three want to head to the front gate. Mert and myself will start walking along the walls and helping out where we can.
So you want us to split the party already?
He looks at Marcus and goes, "If they're attacking the front gate, they're potentially going to move troops around and try to attack the other gate at the same time." He gestures to the lack of manpower. They probably have more troops outside. Therefore, they will split their offensive and try to split the defense. We can use the map.
Looking at it now, does it look like the river is deep underneath the rocks?
It looks like that the river can go under, but it seems that they have sculpted it in a way that it goes underneath, but it seems like there's parts of the wall like grates.
Okay.
That the ruins built in.
So we'll stay with Marcus. I assume we're moving the gate.
How big is this place? Like from the front gate all the way to the other gate, the 270%.
Okay,
Like-
you would so from the back gate to the front gate is probably about 300 to 400 feet,
Okay.
and we'll say it's about 500 feet across this way, long ways.
Crom's gonna start making his way up to one of the side walls to try get a scope of what's going on.
Go ahead and put yourself where you'd like to position yourself.
Yep. Mirth is going to use the broom of flying to get to the wall quickly, and then like put it back away, and then climb up.
Okay.
And back like around the 85% up there, and try
I'm
to.
just gonna move you there so I can see that. Just so I know which wall you're at. I know you're not outside. I'm just putting you there.
Mm.
And I think Marcus and Sora are with me.
I'm just gonna put them there together. You're not actually outside. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Just so I can see the percentages. So, the reason why. So, we're gonna do this since the party is split. You can go ahead and you can roll me initiatives, everyone. This way, I'm just gonna come to you in turn order. We'll resolve your sides. Don't forget to roll Sora, Epi.
Already doing so. Sorry, you got a 20.
Sweet. Natural?
No. Crom got a natural 20 though. You got an 18.
Nice.
Mark's still trying to get in.
Yeah, it's just red boxing. I'm on it. I'm just red boxing.
Yeah, I'll just roll your initiative for you.
What do we see when we? I assume if we're on the wall,
Yeah,
we're
we're
looking
gonna
out?
go through
Okay.
initiative.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
So I'm gonna put Mirth in front, and then Fag since you're with everyone else, just for now. So Crumb, as you make your way out to your point, you see two catapults assaulting this wall from your southwest. Directly to your west, you see a line of 4 that stretches towards your north, that are bombarding this corner. You can kind of see that there are at least, we'll say, 3 individuals with decent enough cover. It's going to be a really hard shot, Crumb, even with sharpshooter at this point, that are seemingly giving orders. And there, there's a line of men. They're not even against the wall yet. They're just wearing.
I'm going to start shooting the people on the catapults.
Alright, maybe an attack.
Okay. Try this
What's
one
your
first.
range?
See if it hits. On Foxfire? Yeah, it has a lot of range.
Mm-hmm. Eyes it up, you get your thing. The bolt flies, it's dead on target, and disappears before it hits him.
Now, is that the range of the bolt, or...
600 feet. After 600 feet, it's an automatic failure. It's a max range. It's gonna...
They're further than 600 feet away?
They are. At least the ones here.
He pulls out a normal arrow and tries again.
Yeah, just you see it, and about this way that the bolt disappeared, just kind of lands, losing its velocity.
Okay. It was worth a try.
All right. So I'm gonna Mirth.
So, how far the 2 catapults?
They seem closer than the ones Crom was firing at.
More. Yeah, that's what I asked. Can I tell how far away they? Well, I'll just try to shoot them.
Also, you also see people moving up with ladders and another ram heading for the back gate. They are
Okay.
pushing forward.
I'm gonna start taking shots at the people with the ladder.
Okay, yeah, make a... You want to attack around, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At advantage, 31.
31, yeah, roll damage.
That and sneak.
Yeah, 44. You guy, kind of one of the guys, the front guy carrying the ladder, right into his chest. Just drops. The ladder digs into the muck, and you just, if you see the jerking motion, another man just kind of runs up, grabs the ladder, and just keeps pushing up forward. You also see now, as there was, the other archers, they weren't in range for them yet. You see a number of kind of armor-plated individuals pull shields out and try and step in front as they move forward. You'll get more times. They're not moving very fast through all the muck and carrying a ladder. So Fal, Marcus, and Sora. Are all three of you up on the wall? I assume?
I think so.
As you reach that, Bruin's standing there, and they are just trying to fire arrows down and at angles, trying to hit the guys, with the large covered ram. And you hear it just pull back and thud. So I'm going to roll 2d4. You hear, cracking of wood down there.
None of our allies are on the ground.
No, they're all up top right now. There's a couple men inside trying to brace the door with wood and stuff, but yeah. No one's outside. You realize you can see like a sea of soldiers kind of out through the woods. What do you guys do in this group?
Sora would glance to Marcus. Try to call lightning. I don't know if they see you or recognize you in any way.
So this is happening in front of where Marcus and...
So basically, it's below you by like 5 feet. You could almost step on top of the roof from where you are of this siege ram. The walls aren't terribly high, but they are trying to bust down the gate.
Are there men with ladders coming?
You see that they're pretty much, because this seems to have been working the most, they have yet to send any people with ladders.
How many people are manning the portable ram?
Give me a perception check, Sora. So, Crump, roll Sora's perception.
Right.
Sora, the best you can count them, you don't get a perfect view of everyone. You figure about 8, 4 on either side.
I don't know if it would be an action or what it would be. She would try to tap her fancy new pearl and relay that information for everybody.
That's free.
Okay.
We're not in strict 6-second turn.
Okay.
Okay. Marcus is Marcus is of course going to draw an arrow in his bow, and he's going to look at those men down there, and he's going to yell down to them, men of Silvervine, you must stop this folly, or you will fall by nature's wrath.
You hear a voice from underneath it. Pay him no mind! I've been saying that for a day and we've been pushing him back. Must be desperate if they're trying to talk now.
Marcus,
You hear a heave.
Marcus, yeah. Marcus will call back, you will not address Marcus Dawnbringer in that tone.
You see a head pop out. Hey! It is the bastard! His head's popped out if you want to take a shot.
Yep, taking a shot.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Hi.
First one. 14.
14 will miss.
Second one. Nat 1.
Misses
This
2.
could be that day for me.
He looks up. Ah! Should have worked on your aim. Pops his head back in.
Yep.
Foul and Sawyer. You have your own, actions as well.
Can I move off to the side a little bit and get?
Yeah, move down
Under.
there. Just kind of a better angle.
Yep.
Yeah, of course you can. Foul kind of runs down. Yeah, the rain pouring down. You get enough where you can kind of see them. It's not going to be a perfect shot. You'd have to go all the way to the end. And you don't have that kind of movement. So you're just blasting people?
Yep. First person. Double nat 1.
Foul kind of slides, gets in that hero pose, like sliding down, rain splashing on either side, throws the Eldritch Blast. His feet aren't, he's never done this while sliding. You hear, whoop! He lands on his back. Oh, that hurt. Wind's knocked out of you.
Okay.
Pick yourself back up, but that'll be your attacks. Didn't hit anyone.
Yep.
Didn't blast like an archer, or anything. Sora. It's that day, man. It's that day.
Sora. If she'll look around and hold on to the. Yes, if we're holding up on the wall, then she'll position the lightning strike so that she can maybe set the ram ablaze.
Blaze? Okay. Roll me damage, Crumb. And call lightning, 'cause I don't think it's an attack. It's a save, right?
Yeah, it's a save.
And it's an inanimate object. It cannot save.
And it gets
What level?
one level higher because it's a downpour.
What level are you casting call lightning at? Did you maintain concentration?
She would have done it at 4th.
Alright, so 5th level, Crumb. So all of a sudden there's a crack of lightning as it comes down, slams in. Almost you can. It basically sets, partially sets the roof ablaze. There's screams underneath. Yeah, stand tall. Don't let their face shit scare you. One them all. A man runs out like on fire, screaming.
Sorry, if you go home, we could just not have to do this.
As he tries to run back, you see at the very distance, 3 of you do. As he tries to flee, there's another man that tries to run away. You see a deserter, and you just see an archer pull a bow and shoof, right through the head, drop him. As he goes to desert.
I'm so sorry Matthew has that kind of policy in your army.
You're sorry. And he's gonna try to, it may not be his turn yet, but he's gonna try to shoot at the archer that killed him.
Yeah, it'll be next turn. Crumb,
Crom can only hit those.
before it's your turn, there's a lot of catapults on the board, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 1 for each flank. So d20 plus 5 for each flank. 2, 3, 4. So northern flank. Basically this group. All unleashes, they all pull. You see, the rocks come flying towards. Most of them landing short, dealing no damage. Mirth, your flank, over here. All unleashes their thing, and they all hit. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be hitting that wall. 15. As they slam in to the thing, you don't take any damage. You end up avoiding because you're on the northern wall, but you see them hit that other wall.
Okay.
Nasi. You see
Yes.
them. You see the catapults below you. You, Fal, and Sora, and they all just kind of come up short. One actually impacting into the ram itself, dealing some more damage. And then Crom, these ones down over here. They fire over, and until you hear screams from inside. It's probably someone just got obliterated by a boulder. And they start to bring up, and you see men start carrying boulders up, but it looks like they won't be ready this turn. It's Crumb.
Curses, because I can't hit them.
You can't hit. You remember, you were telling me you were aiming at these 4.
Yeah.
These 4 are out of reach.
The ones to my north.
These 2 look like they're much closer.
Yeah. Crom gets on the pearl and it's like, right. This is the western or eastern flank?
This would be the west. You're basically you're looking west. Mirth is looking north. They're looking like south.
Western flank, about 4 catapults I can't reach. They just overshot the wall and inside. I'm gonna try to get the ones I can reach. There seems to be men giving orders. I'm not entirely sure if I can hit them or not, but I will try.
Roger that. Hit a catapult with call lightning. Smoldering, but still seems operational.
Not the catapult. You hit the ram.
Oh, never mind. Thank you.
You told me
Ram.
ram. Hugs.
That's fine.
With that also, there was a deserter, so their morale falls slightly, and they killed more civilians, so your morale falls slightly.
Grom's going to move slightly more north to get to the closer to the catapults. Would from that last shot from the last round, would I be able to tell if the guy giving orders is close by?
You think he might be in range, based on no rules.
Yeah. So I'll try to take him out first. Do I have it's not advantage per se, but would I gain sneak attack? Because really,
he's aware there's danger. Arrows have been flying.
Okay. It's
you
worth
shot
asking.
a beam. You shot a bright beam of white energy. Just 2 seconds ago.
I'd like actually to use my advantage right now.
Okay.
22.
22. That's it.
Sneak.
No.
No sneak from the
Oh,
advantage.
that's what you gotcha.
Yeah.
31 damage. The bolt hits. He looks at it, goes to instinctively reach for it. It's gone. He looks back up at you. That one's mine.
I pissed someone off, and he shoots again.
Good.
Shoot! Misses him. Grom instinctively, he just says, "Push towards the wall!" And you start seeing soldiers move forward. Ladders as well.
Crom's going to, there are parapets, right?
Yeah.
Duck down behind one of the parapets.
Okay.
Bonus action stealth.
Okay.
Just so the guy loses track of him.
Roger that. Mirth. Before we get to
Okay.
your turn, I'm going to tell you what happened in the interim. So, the catapults are being reloaded. The ram is about 3/4 of the way there, and the men with ladders are also kind of starting to move on both sides of this wall. You have a couple other archers that are trying, but they're not quite with it. They're starting to pepper the ram.
Okay. I'll leave them to the grunts. I'm gonna aim at that general token that's kind of in between the two.
Okay.
At advantage. 24.
That's
Wait, what?
That's
Oh,
you beat the ram.
yeah, I did.
That's fine. You can still just click it. Like, just not add the crit damage.
27.
Hits.
That and
Give me a total.
yep, 24 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 19, 34 is 81.
You see him smack into the mud kind of splatter everywhere, but then you see him sit back up, pulling the arrow out. They got a good archer up there!
And then he's gonna hide.
Aim for the parapets!
He's gonna hide and then kind of move towards the west, I think it is, towards
Okay.
Crom general direction.
Alright. Alright, we come back to the southern group. Fal, you're first. It's your doing the highest initiative.
Stand up
Oh, you're already sitting
and
up, but you're
basically do the shots again.
okay. This time with
Starting at the
planted
front.
feet.
With planted feet. 34.
Yep. You can roll them all. At once.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll just... all of them hit. So 22... 29... 37 points of damage. Yeah, you slam one of them just as he's about to push forward. His head just gets in front and just... Doosh, you basically snap his neck with force. The body falls down into the muck. Anything else you'd like to do?
Call over the Pearl. We've got a ram up front.
Okay.
That's it.
We have a ran out back too.
Sora. There's at least 3 people dead from the ram at this point. One that fled, one that he's let in fire, and one that Fal just killed.
Okay. Can Sora look around and see, like, how many catapults are on this way?
Yeah, there's like, so directly to your east, there's 4 catapults. To your south, there's 2 that you can see. You can barely see 2 more, but you know they're well out of range unless you have something with like a good distance, well over probably 500 meters.
She would relay this information over the Green Pearl. And I suppose she'll just keep attacking the battering ram since it's the present threat. Can she try and get some of the people? If it works?
Yeah, you're basically hitting everything underneath it when you strike it with lightning.
Yeah.
So Crom, another 5th level. Call lightning.
Awesome.
$18. Another blast. You hear a scream from underneath. Did you hear one? You hear like a sick, kind of pop, and someone was probably touching metal underneath. Did not go well for that poor man. Standing in water, holding onto metal, being struck by lightning.
Poor man. And Sora will say, "We got this. We can hold him back."
Marcus.
Marcus is going to take Sora's thing. He was going to shoot that guy who shot the deserter, but he's going to aim at the catapults with the call lightning.
Okay.
And so I'll cast it at 4th.
So we'll hit 5th. Are you casting at 3rd level? And it's going to hit at 4th?
No, I'm casting at 4th, and it's going to hit at 5th.
Okay. Which catapult? Just so I'm aware.
Does it stack with the call lightning Sora did, or is it just...
No, because there's already a storm.
Okay.
These are closer.
Yep. To you. Currently.
Okay. I'll aim at this. Actually, I'll aim at this one right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me a 5th level call lightning. For 24. Again, there's another sick thud of lightning as it cracks down. Hey, crazy. And hitting into the thing. You can start to see it, light on fire is some of the ropes and the pulleys are actually already engulfed. And then you're shooting, because you cast it. No, you haven't cast. It's an action to cast
Correct.
it initially.
Correct.
Okay, so you're not shooting yet. Correct. Unless I missed
Correct.
an ace. Okay.
Correct.
So you see that one more man. Basically, one of them's live. It's that one that you missed a shot on. You hear him walk over. Still gonna pull it. You hear him release the chain as they had already reset it. And then it comes crashing forward. And it will still deal its damage this turn. He won't be able to set it himself, though. So there's always that. For 5 more damage to the wall, 61% to the door. Yeah, it comes in. You see him stick his head out. I need more men! Oh! Our old lord's here! He screams out over the sounds of battle. On their turn, you see the boulders actually get set into the catapults. Marcus, you watch as this one is not loaded.
Okay.
Hitting the pulleys, hitting the number for damage, has disabled that catapult. At least for now, they might be able to fix it, who knows.
Okay.
I would like you 3 at the south to give me a free perception, please.
Okay.
20, 35, and 30. Marcus and Sora, you hear it relay, getting softer each time that Marcus is here. Word is being spread backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Crumb,
You.
we are back to you and your flank.
That guy still angry out there?
He is. Give me a perception. Free. Don't notice anything.
Oh, damn it, Crom. Shit's fist. Going to make an attack on him.
Okay. 28 will hit. 25 damage. Okay. Still up.
Mm-hmm. Again, trying to take him down.
18 is a hit still. Hits. You know, you this time you knock him into the dirt, the muck. He pulls himself back up. Now, Crumb. I'm gonna roll some attacks here, as he was waiting for you to poke your head out.
Great.
I'm gonna roll once for all of this.
I am still technically behind a parapet, so does that count as cover?
Yep, it does.
But they're catapults, right?
Nope.
Oh, well, don't know if I should be relieved.
You see a volley of arrows fly over your head.
As a free action, I'd like to slowly slide the the front of the helmet that just down.
Down.
It's like,
Covering the face.
yeah, it's like, oh god. Well, this is gonna hurt.
Alright. The catapults happen at the end of the turns. Mirth,
Okay.
I'd like a free perception check from you as well.
Okay. At advantage, because it's the foresight. 31.
31. You notice that the ladders are starting to be set up. That they have pushed in. But through the through the storm and the rain and the torrential downpour, you notice two gleams of what look to be like bursts of light. You realize that, let me draw the shapes here, change the colors for you. Here and here, there are paladins and warriors from the Temple of Shantae, the High Temple, who have made it to the flank.
Excellent. I relay this over the pearl.
This general and this general have been taken out.
The paladins from the Temple of Shantae arrived. Taken out two of the. And
Praise Rillifane.
Praise Rillifane, Shantae's here.
Yeah.
Side note to Shantae.
and then with my turn, I say I try to take out. Try to shoot the same one from before.
Okay.
Right one, yes. 22.
22 is a hit.
Right.
He's down.
Oh.
You almost killed him on the first one with the crit.
I did take out a third. Only, what? More?
He took out like 3/4 of his health in the first shot. Which kind of drops into the ground. Men look a bit panicked, but they, the ones that are in siege mirth with siege equipment are pushing forward. The others are pushing back against the paladins.
So the two.
There is some chaos, by the way.
So the two catapults that are here are their crew is still there trying to shoot.
The crew's still there, is trying to shoot. Yeah, those on siege duty are still on siege duty.
Okay.
They haven't pushed forward enough. And that is your turn? Obviously trying to get stealth somewhere, so you're not shot by arrows. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright. That'll take us to Foul.
I do the same thing. Rinse and repeat.
There's only one man under there. You can barely see his feet. They
How
haven't had a chance to sense. The ram is pretty damaged. It looks like some good Eldritch Blast might at least disable it.
That's what I'll do then.
All will hit. 9. What was that? So 29, 38, 44? Yeah, just blasts of Eldritch energy slam in. Marcus, you see like part of the roof fly by. And this guy's just sitting there now, out of cover, looking around like, oh shit. You actually hear him say it. Your passive's good enough.
There it is.
And I will do this, just so you're aware that this ram is broken.
Is it blocking the gate?
They could still, come up there with clubs and try and beat down the door, but that's not going to be a great strategy. It's blocking enough of it to make it, like if the gate was, say they hit it with catapult smart, the wreckage of the ram would provide you cover to sit in the open doorway.
Okay.
They need a cave troll, Crazy says. Sorry.
It's fine.
Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead, Phil.
Men with ladders are still approaching though.
Oh, they are. I mean, there's about six groups of them, but they have a long way to go. They're running through the muck with no cover. They're basically charging towards death, right? And so that will take us to... That was your action, so we'll go to Sora next.
Sora would get over the pearl, and she would also say that, "Hey, Shantae! The portable... the ram is down. There's still a bunch of catapults
Sora, I'd like you to give me a free perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. They have cave trolls now, Crazy. Thanks to you. Large ones. That's what she's looking at. So, Sora, you swear you see a flying Silvervine soldier. Not self-propelled.
What the?
As you had remembered but forgot,
Yeah.
there was Trent in the forest.
Yeah, there was.
And
The
they
trees
are literally throwing soldiers across. Like they're hucking them at this point.
Oh. Sora grabs like the nearest soldier. Be like, the trees are alive and they're helping.
He's like, I know! He's shooting at the soldiers as they approach.
Isn't it great?
He's like, yeah, but more of that sparkly death lightning.
Oh yeah. Can I move it over to a catapult?
Yeah, you have basically a big storm out over their approach. So
Yeah, let's do that. I'll hit it at 5th.
yep. 19. It definitely it sparks. This things still looks operational.
Catapult I hit still operational.
Are you attacking the one towards Marcus or the one that like on the side that has the most damage done to it?
The one that has the most damage into it.
Roger that. Okay. That will take us to Marcus. Your buddy's without cover, trying to pull back so he can get a ladder and help.
Marcus, how far is Marcus from these catapults that Sora was aiming at?
You would have to double move probably to get there.
Okay.
Or actually, no, you were right next to her, so you'd be hitting this closest, this one. Let me get the ruler. You'd be hitting this one right here.
Okay.
You could probably hit it from where you are.
Okay. So let's do that then.
All right.
Oh, trying to find it. There it is.
Oh yeah, just
36.
concentration.
Gone. Just splinters of wood everywhere.
Allie, you're rolling so much better than me. Squints.
Because he's not rolling.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Marcus is going to call out over the pearl. We need to take out the catapults. They're about to fire.
They are actually.
And he's going to yell back to behind him. Take cover.
Oh, that nat 20 though. Alright, we started with Crom last time, right?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Alright, Crom.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that would be hitting your wall. These ones. They all miss and come up short. Fallen donates $10. Crazy says that the battle is too easy and it's no trouble at all for the party of A ranks. So 10 advantages to Seth. I'll use them, trust me. Since I'm technically every other person on the battlefield. So.
Fisted crazy. Thank you, Dolan, for the donation.
Hey, I'm trying to finish this before work.
1,
Y'all
2,
need to
3, 4,
stop.
5 D6. Actually, no. Be 1, 2, 3, 4 D6 towards the wall. And then a D6 at the gate. So 7 to the wall. That brings us to 78% on that wall. And that brings us to 67 on the gate. And then, Mirth, And then things happen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, is that crit at me?
That's not at you, but you will give me a dex save.
At advantage?
Roll me down.
29.
I assume you're going to use evasion for the boulders?
That's fair.
Because this is percentage. So 27% off this wall. Makes it 40. 33%. This wall is not looking good. And they immediately call a charge towards that wall. And then, last but not least, 15 will only hit the door. There's only one catapult, so a different percentage. 4. Brings us to 57% of the door. Alright. Crumb,
Yeah.
roll me another free perception.
23.
23. You see the other groups of paladins that were here. The other kind of drafted army.
Crom says, so there are more not shiny, not so happy people.
And that
Are they
guy's
on our
good.
side?
Looks
Breaking
like
heads.
they're kicking names or kicking ass and not taking any names.
As long as they're not ours.
And actually, to miss it, they're starting to move up to your buddy.
I think my new buddy might be breaking himself a little.
Oh, you'll have to find a new buddy. And catapult.
What are you doing, Crumb?
I'm gonna try to shoot my new buddy.
Okay. That's a hit. 31. You finally kill your new buddy as you shoot him in the back as he turns around to fight a paladin.
Crom shouts, "That's trying to hit me with arrows!"
Oh,
After-
as you do, by the way, as you pop your head up.
That's what trying to
Thanks
get him
for
out.
21 Crumb.
21 hits.
Take 90 damage, Crumb, as you're impaled by a volley of arrows.
Also, don't get hit by the volleys. They hurt a lot.
Crumb looks like a pincushion.
Catapults hurt too.
Actually, you know what? Just crazy to say it was easy. I'm going to use advantage on that first attack. Take another 60. That's one! Thanks to Crazy.
Get my revenge.
I'm going to Canada soon. Unrelated business.
Crumb's front is just full of arrows.
I now know how hedgehogs feel. My second attack, those catapults are pretty close.
Some of them, yeah. Firing at the catapult mechanism?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I aim for the
Yeah.
gear?
Yes, you can. 24 will hit, even with the minus. 26, you snap the closest ones.
And then Crom's going to drop down and
Pray to dear Crazy. Good job, Crazy. Crazy has sad faces. Alright, Mirth.
Well, first over the pro, I say the east wall is pretty screwed up. I'm going to... the trebuchets are shooting rocks at us.
Mhm.
Like what's their like? What's their is it like ropes or chains or?
Well, chains and mechanisms, yeah. Chains
Okay,
and
no.
gears.
So no shooting the.
Crom just did. Crom just shot one, shattered the gear. However, the ram has made it to the door, and as some of the ladders have.
On the east or north?
To the wall between you and Crom.
Okay, the north. And we have ladders and catapults on the north. Damn it. I can only shoot one at a time.
You can try some trick shot thing and try and shatter the tops of the ladders if you want. Just makes it a harder target.
I'll do that.
Be a hero. That's the whole point of this. Be a hero. Alright, so I need a ranged attack. I'm just going to try and shoot along the wall, shattering the tops of the ladders.
Okay. 25.
Okay, you definitely start. You're going to roll damage with crit. Not crit, with sneak attack.
Okay.
To see how many ladders you can shatter. So that's technically 20. 50 points damage. So Mirth kind of leans over, taking a shot along, shatter about 3 of the 4 ladders, the tops of them. I mean, they're a lot harder. You see men kind of going over there and starting to be able to push those ones down, because they're no longer, snapped and secured in.
Alright, and then what'll I do? I'll hide.
Okay.
Well, I think 36.
At the end of Mirth's turn, generally uses one of his legendary actions. All the catapults have been restocked as he puts them in overtime. Mr. Fowl.
You said there's about 6 ladders near me.
Yeah, they're almost to the wall right now. You gonna go called shot and try and send a beam of force down the rungs? You could potentially disable 4 of them.
Yeah.
Alright, Fowl. Called shot, there will be a penalty to your rolls.
Okay.
Give me 4 attacks.
All at advantage.
You can roll me on all but the first one. First one you just miss. 9, 12, and 7. Yeah, you break 3 of the ladders pretty well. I mean, they could still try and, but it's not going to go very well for them. They kind of throw them off and look to try and figure out what to do. So there's only now 3 ladders approaching you.
Okay. Do you need help over there, Mirth?
How many ladders are there on the north and east?
There's about one there. They're not putting any ladders. They're just bombarding that wall. They figured that's
Okay.
their best bet.
The east wall's being bombarded, and there's 1 ladder on. So I wouldn't mind someone help blow them away, but if not, I'll deal with it.
What are you doing, Fal?
I'm gonna wait and take care of these next 3 next turn first.
At the end of your turn, the leader again uses another legendary action. They're all going to attack. I'm going to use advantages on all the attacks. So,
How many is that?
remember they attack as a group.
I know, but
That's over like half the advantages. So, wall where Crom is. Misses. Northern wall and gate. Misses, however, the ram does do full damage. At full party. Does 9 to the door, brings us to 58% on the door. Wall by Mirth will hit.
They're just having all the luck
2,
over
3,
here.
4, 5. 15%. 18% of the Mirth. You add a 24 actually. You need to make me a dex save. 2 of them, please. Crazy King donated $25. Forgive me, have some crits, my dudes. Crazy. Hugs crazy. 22, 19. 22, you are successful. You do avoid damage, use evasion. Second one's not evasion. As the wall starts crumbling, you slide down. There's just no footing. You can't stay up on top. Slide down behind the wall. No damage. You're just at the bottom of the wall.
Inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay.
No, I'll put you outside just so you die real quickly. Because you're just surrounded. Alright, and then we get the bottom group. 17 is just a hit. So we have what? 2. So 2d6 for the wall. And then 1d6 for the door. So your wall finally takes damage that you're on. And then 3. Marcus.
Yes.
That man that talked shit is running still.
Marcus has other priorities other than him talking shit. He's going to try to get this catapult right here.
Okay. You also notice the troops are starting to slide around towards that north wall. Waiting.
Okay. 26.
26, yeah, the thing's toast. I totally skipped Sora. I'm sorry, Sora.
Sorry.
You'll be next. I promise.
I believe.
Anything else, Marcus?
He's gonna call out over the pearl. Do y'all need help on the north wall?
The eastern wall.
There's paladins over here, but
He's also gonna call out that it looks like these troops are shifting to the north.
You can see the state of the... From where you are, Marcus, you're up high. You can see the state of the wall. It's crumbling. I mean, you know, that's what... It's technically the east wall.
Okay.
Marcus, there are catapults I can't reach on the west wall.
Okay. Then why don't we... Fowler, have you got Mirth?
I can take care of that, yeah.
Can you take care of that side?
Yeah.
All right. Marcus is gonna call to Crom.
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
Let's switch then.
Sure.
Okay. And he'll start running towards where Crom is.
Okay. At the end of Marcus's turn, last and third legendary action, they reload again. Sora, it's your turn.
Okay.
Firefly, firefly. Are you there? Can't hear
He's
you.
lighting up.
There was a loud ringing noise.
She's trying to summon all the animals.
Watches all the dogs go crazy.
Who let them out?
You are 5 retreats away from natural 20s, by the way.
All
You're
right.
15. And just in case you wanted to know what that tweet was again, there you go.
As to your friends, your family, your loved ones, people you don't really like.
She's back.
Welcome back. Anyone here?
We cannot hear.
He hasn't talked yet.
Waits for the girl.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, we go.
There he is.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So, Sir Marcus has started moving towards Crom. Fowl is going towards Mirth. Most of the catapults, there are still some catapults bombarding, everywhere else. And they look like they're working in overtime and putting slings in rocks. They're reloading them. Oh, by the way, your morale's dropped. Glad I remembered that. By about 10 points. Their morale's maintained the same, even though they've lost people, because that wall is crumbling. You can see the end.
Can Sora see the wall that the things that are attacking the wall that's crumbling?
Yeah, you can see a couple of them. You'd have to move to try and get in range to blast one.
I guess if it burns there, she'll look to burn and say, I'll be right back. Unless, she goes on to the pearl. I can go and hit one, because we can't let the wall fall. That wouldn't be bad.
Please do.
Okay. She'll move. And then can she fire at one of them?
Yeah.
With her.
Roll me that damage there, Crom. Marcus, give me because you did move that far. Give me a free perception check.
There we go.
That's a good damage. That's a dead catapult. We'll say down at 1.
I should say, keep fighting. We can hold them off.
Marcus, as you're around the corner,
Uh-huh.
running there, you see these generals standing, and the army is starting to shift, and then you see what can only be described as a hail of arrows from inside the trees, as your true shapers have finally arrived.
Hooray!
They're gonna be dark green. They're there. Yes, they literally set up killing fields.
Marcus is going to call over the pearl. Closest there!
Sora will look to Burns like, Clarissa's Harlow's here. She brought people. Imagine. And there's paladins too. We can win this. We just gotta keep fighting.
So those generals are down. Now, mind you, there still are soldiers there fighting, but they took out the VIP targets, as they said they would.
All right.
So, end of Sora's turn. We begin to use the end of all the advantages, because they would, starting with the wall between Crom and Marcus. 19. Crom and Marcus can both make me dex saves. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hit it. Crom, that is a pass. You'll take half damage. I'll tell you damage in a second. Marcus, dexterity save. That's gonna be full damage there, Marcus.
Yep.
19%. It'll be 65, so 66. And you will take 70 points of damage.
Who?
Both Marcus will take 70, Crom will take 35. That's just from the shrapnel and the implosions of these rocks just slamming into these walls. Crom, don't you love being in a corner? It's like I have a whole nother row of catapults looking at you.
Yeah.
They don't break their own catapults because of advantage, but they also don't hit anything. They come up short and slam into some people that are trying to get up. Mirth, that one ladder that you left standing is just decimated by a catapult.
Good.
However, they are still at full strength with that, and this is the second attack of the door. So it's another 10% off this door. 48. Okay. I'm going to just save that last wall for last. There's only one catapult that can hit this thing. So let's see. However, it crits. It is the
The little catapult that could.
It definitely is, and then double nat ones on percentages. Foul! You need a dex save, buddy.
25.
25. You maintain to just jump. You just instinctively jump as you're running, and the vibrations don't even hurt you. You just keep going. On a nat 20. And then Firefly. There's a dragon.
Sweet.
Ooh, 20. 1, 2, 3,
Is it with us?
4d6. 13. Sorry, I need a dexterity save.
So familiar.
But you have foresight.
I don't.
No, she can put on mirth. As she tumbles down and lands outside. Mirth's inside, Sora's outside. And the wall is, at best, about waist high. Your wall has been breached. It's still difficult terrain for them to get over it, but... Sora, you kind of land in the muck, pull yourself up as you look, and you see the beating of shields. Huh! Huh! And they start marching towards the wall behind you.
She would relay this information. The wall is down. Soldiers are coming.
Before anything else happens, there's a signal horn, Marcus. One you recognize is off in the distance. You know this to be a parlay.
A parlay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming they stop or
Yes,
assault.
everything is held. A man walks up with a few chained individuals, puts them down in the dirt, spiking them into the dirt. Former Lord Marcus, Dawnbringer.
Marcus will go over to where he is, I guess.
You exiting the wall. I'm assuming you guys all at this point would have rushed towards the down wall, since that's where they're going to come.
Yeah.
As Bruin and them is meant to.
I'm there.
The sword climb back over.
The wall is breached as morale drop. It does. But I'm not going to drop it yet. Because more things could happen. It's about 38% though. Theirs actually increases to 88% with the wall breach. You see him standing out there. Is that a man that you realize, even with all the things down? Yeah. That they can see the end. They can see the win. You're going to lose casualties. And they're a bunch of blood hunters.
True.
Marcus! Come on now, I know you're in there.
Marcus will show himself.
Just so you know, it does look like a trap.
Yeah.
Steps out. Ah, there he is. Look at that, good health. So, temple's kind of important to you, is it not?
Marcus nods.
I offer you peace. Do you not wish peace? Mind you, all the trends, everything. With the parlay, they are ready, but they are not. They are observing. You do want peace, don't you, Marcus?
Of course I do. What are you offering?
Well, I come with an offer for you. I'm not offering, I'm simply the messenger. Simply give us, in there, those of Fate Ascent that are left. Sure, by now you've made sure many of them were able to escape. Give us them, and yourself, and you have your brother's word. The temple will not be assaulted any longer. They also must, of course, agree to not take any of the refugees. That's why this is happening in the first place. We had no desire to destroy the temple.
Marcus looks at the group.
No.
Yeah. I don't trust this offer as far as I can throw.
He walks over. In case, would you like to see it in writing, of course?
Would love to.
He walks over to you. Sword is on his hip, but it is not out. You know, there's a bunch of soldiers on either side sitting here. Halfway and holds it out. I'm not going to walk all the way there and be a prisoner, as you're not going to walk all the way to me and be a prisoner. Agreed?
Agreed. What does Crom say?
Crom will look at Marcus and go, I'll go get it.
No.
Crom's literally a pincushion right now.
By
And
this
half
point,
dead.
I'm pretty sure if you want to heal yourself up, you could, Crum.
Yeah, I know. But, Crom will go get it. He has no problems with going out there. He can vanish. Like that. So.
No.
So, Marcus, you approach him.
Yep.
He gives you the scroll.
Okay.
Nods to you and says, I'll assume you want 15 minutes enough to read over your terms and come to a decision?
Marcus nods.
15 minutes and I'll meet you back in the field. For every minute you're late, emotions. We'll show the others what's going to happen to them. Agreed? Bunch of
I'll be
people they
back in
caught trying to
15.
flee. Yeah, he walks back,
Martin.
lets you go.
Okay.
So Marcus, you make it back on the other side of the wall. Bruin looks to
Bring
you.
Sora with me.
Yep.
Yep.
Bruin looks towards you and goes, we're with you either way. And he looks to you and goes, warriors, I'd rather die in battle than of old age in my bed. Smiles.
Marcus smiles. The paladins and the
They're on the outside. They did not let them get in. Yeah, no way. No way the armors should let them walk in.
Right, understood. Marcus is going to look at the group. He's going to read the letter.
Do you read it aloud to anyone or just to yourself?
He'll read it out loud.
Okay. Dearest brother, shall I put this game to an end? You committed crimes. And I know you don't agree with my way, but I will build Silvervine into the strongest country it can be. However, I cannot do that with you trying to disagree with my decisions. So I offer you terms. I will not kill you. You will spend the rest of your life with Mother in seclusion. You may bring your children and your wife back. You will see them. You will live out your days in Silvervine as intended. And that is that. You give up your claim to the throne, as to your children, and we move forward and we build a better Silvervine. Because it says very simply at the bottom, it says, if we don't, either Stonehaven and the Warbringers will, Mara will, the Drow will. You understand, Marcus, the threats of this world. You fought them. Let's put an end to them before they become another reality. Signed, King Matthew Dawnbringer.
Marcus will roll up the scroll afterwards and say, this is Matthew's hand.
How did your brother become king? He's a bit of a dick.
Marcus
Don't
smiles.
trust it.
They usually are the ones who become kings. Murph says, and then he looks and he's like, yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. As soon as you hand yourself over, you're dead. That's just what's going to happen.
Seclusion sounds like prison sentence to me.
It is a prison sentence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Marcus.
the absolute best case scenario is like you live in like comfortable.
Marcus looks at everybody and looks at Zora and goes, "I can stop this."
No, you can't, because they'll still go after all the Fae.
And the people in the temple. He'll leave the temple standing. He won't leave the people. And it's not a temple that makes, belief. It's people.
And to be fair, just to remind you guys of the wordings, he said only those of Fey descent in the temple. He does not want anyone else. Just to make it clear to you all, words. And he has assured your family safety, Marcus. You know that the converse to this is hunt down and kill.
Right. Marcus looks at Zora and he's like, I can stop this. I can save my family. These people can't go on.
There's wounded everywhere. Barely living.
Marcus?
Sorry, go ahead.
Firefly, if you're talking, by the way, we can't hear you. Marcus,
I hear dragons. They have dragons.
Welcome back, Firefly.
Firefly, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Okay. Sora looks to Marcus. Let's see. Could you live with yourself?
Marcus looks around. He goes, y'all would all be living. And that means more than my life.
The war wouldn't be over.
The thing I have with that, I don't think we are going to. If you do give up, he'll still hunt us. I don't believe it. These words for a second.
Also, I'm pretty sure your brother knows I've had relations with the Fae, so I'm a dead man either way.
I mean, hell, what does Fey ancestor even mean? I mean, I'm an elf. Does that
To put it to the two of you, neither of you are residents of Silvervine. This is still within their lands. They have not expanded. They have not invaded or nor expanded. This temple is within Silvervine Kingdom.
Yeah. But Merch's point
Oh,
is
no,
that
just- yeah.
elves are in the shopping block as well, as far as he knows, as far as I know.
Marcus is a half elf, as is
Yep.
Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those in power.
That doesn't mean anything.
Marcus,
Yeah.
you and I both know your brother shouldn't be king. You surrender here, how many more years of cruelty and suffering would you be putting your people through? He talks of a strong Silvervine. An iron fist does not make a strong kingdom. Tyrants do not make strong leaders. They cripple their country. They make strong armies. That's it. Nothing more.
Marcus looks at Zora. Partner?
His partner?
He looks around and just says, I need forgiveness.
You have it, of course, but for what?
For what I'm about to do.
And what is that?
Marcus simply just looks at him and says, he looks at the tree of the temple.
Mm-hmm. One
And
branch missing, broken off.
yeah, he looks at the stream. And he says, Zora, do you remember what I said about the oak in the river?
I do.
And he
Insert
looks at the rest of
flashback
them.
here. Sorry.
Yeah, he says, he looks at each of them and he goes, when the whole world's against you, when everybody, scribes, bards, the people, even if you're the only one, you have to stand by the, you have to stand in front of the river while it flows around you. Stand like the oak and look at it and say, no, you move. I make my stand here. Get everybody out. They'll do it to me what they need to. But they're not taking this temple.
You're not doing it alone.
About 14 minutes have passed.
Mechanically, can I spend hit die?
I already told you you could have healed yourself up to full.
Oh, awesome.
You just gotta spend either hit die, potions, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus, you approach back out.
Yep.
I look at you. Marcus, I hope you have seen that no more suffering should happen to your people. Or go lookers of that temple. It's time to come home, Marcus. With this whole facade over.
Marcus
Safety
looks
for
at
your
him.
family. Your mother misses you dearly. She's not in good health. She's worried sick about you.
Marcus looks at him and goes, it is time to go home. Real famous.
Looks you up and down. Why do I have a feeling you're not going to take on my offer?
Marcus smiles slightly and he goes, because leaders make the decision that's best for their people, right or wrong. And he'll try to get his sword and go after him.
Oh, you're going to attack this random blood hunter? Okay.
Yeah.
You are halfway between the army and your cover. Surrounded by people. Just pointing that picture out for you. He's willing to let you walk back. That's all I'm saying. He's basically a messenger. Like, if it was your brother, I'd totally understand it.
Yeah, okay. Never mind then. He'll head back and he goes,
Marcus, a moment. Just one moment. I promise to you no harm. My word is still good. I gave you your time, right?
You did?
I just feel that a good leader, as you say, cares about his people, correct?
He nods.
He points to the people he brought out. Care to tell them that their lives are insignificant before you leave. It's the last thing they will see. He's between you and them, and there's soldiers there. Blades on them.
Marcus looks over at him.
Get crying, weeping. Refugees who got caught trying to sneak out.
Marcus looks over and just says, I was once told by a wise man that no matter what decision you make, people are going to suffer. I don't want to see suffering, but I don't want them to live as they are now, in fear in fear of you and all of you represent. If it takes me dying to show the world that one person will stand up to you, then that's it. He looks at him and he goes, I'm giving you a warning. Get off my land.
He smiles. I am merely but the messenger. And he walks over. He doesn't give an order, but you watch as he turns, shaking his head. I tried, Marcus. I tried. And he walks, not in the direction of the soldiers. He walks almost away from the front line, back towards wherever. And you watch as you turn, in a brief moment, just a cascade of a line of bodies fall into the dirt. Their necks, their throats slit before you. And he calls out, "You have 5 minutes, Marcus. That's all I could buy you. Prepare yourself." He walks away.
Marcus says back to him, that statement works both ways.
He says back, "I'm not a fighter, Marcus." He just walks.
Then you better hope I don't find you again.
I foresee we'll see each other many more times, Marcus. However, you are a leader. He walks off.
Marcus walks back.
Start hearing the clashing of shields.
All right, so we have 5 minutes.
Sora hugs Marcus.
Draw them in the front gate or through the wall, and
The seas part of men as they allow the True Shapers, the Paladins, and the Trents to enter the temple. Now, tactically speaking, they don't want to be flanked.
I mean, no. They totally do. It's fun.
turns to the tree shapers, the paladins, and go, did you by any chance leave any sappers out there for the catapult? You know.
Why don't you give me an
The people.
investigate? Why doesn't Marcus and Sora give me an investigation?
There's some good news.
Yeah, this isn't going to be good news for me either.
It's not a terribly high DC. You're watching people walk by you.
We had 5 years to find basically an evil pimple on a tree, man. That didn't work out so good.
I know, it's great. Okay. Can you roll better than a 7, Sora?
I clicked it.
Wait. 20, Sora! You did it!
Yes! Double digits!
That was literally the DC of the pimple on the tree.
Oh, God!
So, Sora, you watch the True Shapers come in. Marcus still a little bit in his own head, knowing what potentially could become should he fall here today. There's someone missing. You see, 8 or so of those people you first encountered at the High Temple.
Mm-hmm.
There's one woman missing. And it's not Calissa. Calissa, when it comes, she's an old woman who can't fight.
Uh-huh.
Braided hair, half shaved.
I know her name.
Skylar.
Skylar is
It
not,
is.
Oh, it's
is not
Skylar.
amongst the ranks.
Oh, she puts a hand on her pearl. Skylar's missing.
About
Is she dead?
3.5 minutes pass.
Mhm.
They don't. If you ask them, they don't say anything.
Yep. Nope, that's
Before you hear a voice echo out, "Marcus!" Screams, echoes. Marcus, chills down your spine.
Aang? Is it Aang?
Of course it's
Come looks up. How the hell did she get here?
Marcus. Okay, here's the voice.
It's your brother.
Matthew.
He throws a figure down in the mud. If you won't be a man and take your responsibility, you're the one that ran. Could have stayed in Silvervine and been done with this. You won't fight me like a man, will you, Marcus? He pulls up the face from the mud. How about for your wife?
Is it Ang?
It's Ang. Pregnant Ang. In the mud outside.
Marcus draws his sword and just starts walking.
Crom puts his hand on his shoulder.
That's my boy. Come on, Marcus. Come
Can
end
I-
this once and for all.
Can I tell?
Yeah.
If it's actually,
Can
can
you
I
what?
tell? If it's, can I tell if it's actually Aang or if it's not like a trick or
You
something?
can give me an investigation check. Mind you, you are even here because you are pretty far out. He is not coming up to the wall so he can be shot by every archer inside.
Okay.
I mean, Matthew's not the smartest, but
32.
32. Sora, yes. I'll get you all.
I was just gonna say, Sora has seen every druid ever find some connection to nature through something. She was gonna try and reach out to nature with Aang, so I could maybe use nature instead of investigation.
No,
Because-
no. You have to
God.
use investigation.
Darn.
Murph seems off. Seems off. Really quick, if you knew where she was all this time. Seems off. But with the mud and the distance, you can't be sure, but in the pit of your stomach, man, you're pretty
I
sure it's an
can't-
illusion.
Go on the pearl.
Range.
That's not her. I'm going the pearl for Marcus. That's not her. I feel in my bones that it's not her. It's a.
She screams out for you, Marcus, and he backhands her,
Crom
sending her
is,
back
hol-
into the mud.
Crom is holding Marcus's shoulder. It's a trap. We both know it's a trap. He's
Can I
going.
check if Matthew's real?
He was checking if Aang's real.
No,
No
no,
one's checked if Matthew. You want to roll an investigation? Sure.
Yeah.
How far out is Matthew? So
Crumb, he's like 1,000 feet away.
someone get me a ballista and a ballista bolt. I would sharpshooter that shit. Wait, there's Ents in here, isn't there? I'm gonna.
He's surrounded by guards and everything. You know that. He's not sitting by himself.
No. But if I can
Hold
get
on,
the
hold on. It doesn't matter. You're not doing anything like that. You don't have the time to. Marcus is trying to walk. Marcus.
Marcus is gonna listen to Crom for a minute. He's gonna take the pearl off his ear. He's going to look at Matthew. I guess I'll do an investigation on it.
Sure. You looking at Matthew?
Yep.
Okay, investigation. It's
16.
Matthew.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, that is Matthew.
What was Sora's?
Sora? Don't think you rolled another one for me. Crom? He's too busy talking.
investigation. Okay.
He was too busy plotting out how to use Nth to throw Nths to make it, an orbital strike. 13, Sora. You're pretty sure it's Matthew from best you can tell.
Crom looks at Marcus and goes, Marcus, you have a sending stone. If she's at home, she'll pick up.
I tire of this, brother. I don't want to hurt your family, but if it's the only way I can get you to see reason. He pulls out his sword. Muffled crying.
Marcus will get out the sending stone and try to contact Ang.
Okay. What do you say in Setting Stone?
Ang, I need to know where you are now. Please tell me you're at home with the children.
There is no response.
Marcus. Could Blunt Hunter's shapeshift?
Marcus is just glaring. He's going to try to move forward again.
Marcus,
Marcus.
if you trust me at all, I just told you that's not her. If you trust me at all, if our past few years of friendship anything, then you will listen to me. When I
But
say
that
that's
is
not her.
Matthew.
Yeah, surrounded by guards, halfway between an army and us.
Let him get closer. We'll deal with this properly.
Pulls her up, sobbing. Last chance, brother. You are making me do this.
Sora leans over.
Sword comes up towards her throat.
If you touch her, you will die.
I've given you an offer of peace. If you wish not peace, then you wish death upon your family. I do not ask for much. I just ask you to give up your silly crusade to try and take back Silvervine. Atone for your crimes that you ran from, and be done with this, Marcus. Or watch me have to hunt down your family because it is needed to protect Silvervine. I get no joy out of this, Marcus.
Can I insight that?
Mm-hmm.
23?
He does not seem to get any joy out of this at all. His words seem to be ringing true.
Matthew?
Is that Miss Sora? Been quite a while.
It has.
But I do hope you understand. I'm in the middle of something with my brother right now. Should catch up. You should swing by Silvervine. I'll show you how glorious the trees are coming in.
You send over a parchment with the teleportation signals? Or sigils?
They have not changed.
Really? Huh.
Looks back up to Marcus. Your call, brother. Your pride of your family.
Marcus looks at Mirth.
Mm-hmm.
I pray to Rillifane, you're not wrong.
It's not just me. I mean, you have to trust Roland as well, don't you? You know how locked up his...
We also know how many princes have been kidnapped out of Penrith. Sorry.
That's true.
I have to play devil's advocate there. I'm sorry.
Crob grins. You remember how it was in the Blades? If you weren't allowed in, you got hurt.
What he'll say is that she is my friend. I'm not making this decision, saying this like that it's not her. I truly believe.
If it is not her, someone else. And that is Matthew. He went a very long way for a very strategic game with one outcome. It seems he wants. If that is Matthew. Seems to be.
Marcus, I need your decision. Sorry to cut you off, Sora, but I do.
That's cool.
Matthew's never been a very patient man. So.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Keeping it in character, yeah.
God dang it. Mark.
With your partner. Either way.
I know. Marcus is,
He's torn. The only reason he's torn right now is because Mirth is a good friend.
yeah.
I do a nature on. I guess.
You're pretty far. You're about like 800 feet away. if you're up on the walls. It's not like you're really close.
Oh, okay.
If you're really close, it would be much easier to figure out.
Marcus is going to say, he's going to look at him and go, "You're signing your own death warrant, Matthew."
How many times have I heard that before?
From
I'm
me?
still here,
Once.
and I'm still here, Marcus. How's you? Us Dawnbringer boys, we survive.
I tire of this, Matthew.
So I take it you're not coming to save your wife.
Marcus is going to look at Mirth.
Pulls the hair taut. There's a yelp and a cry.
Murph's just watching. He has his arms crossed, just like staring.
If
Marcus
you
goes,
Sorry.
"That's not my wife."
He looks down to her. "So sorry, sister," and slits the throat. And then walks away. Let him take his wife home. He deserves that. And he walks.
What do you say?
Let him take his wife home. He deserves that. The forces stand down and begin to march behind Matthew, withdrawing from the wall. The body in the dirt and muck. The blood drawing cold.
Marcus starts trying to push Crom off of him.
Crom holds Marcus still there. Wait.
She was gone. She's heading toward the body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would wait a little bit because it could be all a ruse. But because there were still soldiers by the opening that are pulling back.
Clear. Okay.
You would wait a little bit, but then I'm sure you guys would dash.
Yeah.
We'll say it takes about 10 minutes before you guys feel comfortable that it's not a trap, or at least a trap that you couldn't recover from.
Even then, I'm like, could you just line the ends up along the wall, ready to throw boulders? That'd be great.
Well,
I'm sure at
I'm
this
really,
point you guys let
I'm
go
really
of
hoping I'm not
Marcus.
wrong.
Marcus just went running through the muck towards the body.
Yep.
Cold, lifeless, on the ground as you make your way
I
to it.
get in 30 feet, which site?
Still looks like Aang fell.
Marcus pulls her body from the muck.
Just like you just talked to her days ago.
Crom's gonna walk
Exactly.
up.
Even to the point, Marcus, as you look to the point where she is just as pregnant as she was. There's no movement in the belly. Just put your hand there. Instinctively, I knew you would do it.
Marcus just starts breaking down into tears. And his
Crom
his eyes just...
exactly like Aang.
Like,
Chinity. I assume, Mirth, you're going to want to do another investigation now that you're closer.
Yeah. 27?
Can't tell the difference. The pit in your stomach now goes to worry and, oh my god, did I just get my friend killed?
Marcus,
I cast Detect Magic.
I don't know everything in Aang that's magical. So I'm going to say
Yeah.
that the body has magic on it. Because I honestly can't answer that question to you, Mirth.
I mean, there's at least be like the sending stone or whatever.
Yeah, she does not have the sending stone on it, to be fair. We don't see a sending stone.
Crom looks the wedding band, the wooden wedding band.
It's there.
Is she wearing? Is that hers, Marcus?
Marcus is just sobbing uncontrollably and holding Aang, and just no, Rillifane. You're supposed to protect. So cold, so cold. He's like trying to brush her hair away from her face, clean her off a little bit.
The rain's kind of slowly pulling some of the dirt.
Marcus, please focus. Is
I'd
that
like
her
to pull
ring?
Marcus into a hug. And
Marcus is going to push Sora away.
From the very edge, says, "Sorry, brother. You chose this." And
oh, you're still
begins to-
here.
He's at the. He's again. They're moving slowly.
Oh,
They're sliding. What's your longest range? 'Cause I think it's about 1,000 feet away, if not. There's like one spell that can hit him, I think.
Meteor swarm.
Yeah, and none of you can do it.
Darn it. I don't remember the range on Call Lightning. It's like 300.
Yeah, it's 300 feet.
Marcus
like a cloud.
Marcus's eyes crackle. And he looks up and he goes, "Matthew, get back here!"
Sorry. I have to go talk to my nieces and nephew and inform them their mother's dead because of their father. And begins to ride off.
Sora, is there anybody you can get in touch with to find out if the Nost has been, if they've been kidnapped from the Nost?
Remembers what sending stone Sora has in her possession.
Can use this for Ileana.
Marcus is going to shift.
Okay.
Marcus is going to shift to a crud cap.
Okay.
And he's going to go after Matthew.
So Marcus shifts and goes darting off. Still within range, because I'm going to give you guys a chance to intervene if you choose.
God damn it.
Sora takes after Marcus.
Chrome tries to hop on Marcus's back.
Give me an athletics. Marcus, you can use your own athletics or acrobatics here to avoid the grapple.
No, it's more to ride him, basically.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to ride.
While they're doing that,
While they're doing
24.
he's going to use the sending stone to talk to Ileana and say, Matthew brought someone out to the gang and killed her. Can you check to see if she really is gone from the...
I mean, Ileana's at home, I think, right?
I think we are, yeah.
So you can respond to that.
I can check. Are you okay? Do you need help?
Can we respond? I think
No.
it's only one. Yeah.
I mean,
You can send, yes, but there's also things going on too at the same time. So you can't send and teleport at the same time.
it's true. She can teleport. Can I grab a parent with me?
I like to think he's just sitting down, taking a nap. Next thing he knows is waking up in Penrith.
That's fair.
So, that being said, Fowler, you're the only one who hasn't moved. Have you looked back at the body and investigate? You're the only one who hasn't investigated.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wanted to try to cast Identify Magic.
Identify in the body.
Yeah, he says you can target
It's
a creature,
corpse. It's not a creature anymore.
so it wouldn't work.
Correct.
Well, that's stupid. Wait, is it an object?
No, it's technically a corpse. An object wouldn't give you. It's not a magical item. It tells you corpse. You cast Identify. Basically. So, Marcus, you dash forward. You know, the guards do start to protect him.
My question is he within range yet? Since I'm on.
You're going to shoot him?
I mean, he is a prime target.
Okay. Take a shot. You do realize the army will most likely collapse on you. And you are thousands of feet from the entrance, with no support. You are literally on your own. It is 5 versus an army. Well, 3 versus an army. Because you're riding Marcus and Sora's chasing after Marcus. Fal and Mirth were with the body.
I mean,
I'm just making sure that you can visualize the situation you're putting yourself in.
I can, and
Remember, you're
Crom knows.
you're a third party in this, what would be a duel between Marcus and Matthew. So just remember that.
Crom would also know that Marcus wanted to kill him with his bare hands, so he wouldn't shoot.
You get off him so you can move faster?
Yeah. Just
Marcus,
flops off.
you feel Crom kind of lift up and slide off you, letting you to move faster. The guards don't stop you, Marcus. They let you run. Sora, they shield wall behind it, Marcus. What are you going to do?
I mean, I feel like it would be overkill. But no. Are they attacking Marcus as he went through?
No.
Well,
Most
that's
likely
odd.
they were given orders that if Marcus charges, this is a duel between brothers. Because they stopped Crom and they stopped you. That or they're going to capture him. One of the two. Like, it's 50-50 here. Really and truly, because you don't know them. Or their orders. Because when he killed Aang, right? When he killed Aang, they withdrew. So that Marcus could recover his wife's body. Means they stopped the siege, they stopped the fighting. Because whether Marcus was done or not, she was still a princess of Silvervine. A member of the royal family just died.
She will say, Marcus?
He's darting. He's in full moon. You can try and yell out to him. But just understand it would be you yelling towards him, not something subtle.
They hold her. She would, attempt to keep Marcus on her side? If
They kind of close behind you, Marcus. You see that Sora's being closed off from behind you. Do you slow or do you keep pushing? He's stopping and watching him. Slowly getting off his horse.
Sora's really tall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 7'3".
Crom gives Sora a piggyback, so she can see over the
Roll me
shield.
a strength check, Crom.
I don't think you realize how heavy Sora is.
Yeah, she's 7'3", like 3 bills.
He's like 230 pounds, man.
Oh, she's not heavy then, compared to.
You know what? Because we have 2 nat 20s. I'm gonna use 1 nat 20 on this,
Okay.
just because.
The Crom put you on his shoulders. Here's your piggyback. You would have thought maybe the archer being up high would be better, but
I know, that's what I was thinking. I feel so conflicted and concerned.
But you're up now.
And you can see what's going on.
Marcus, what do you do? He's off his horse waiting for you.
He's charging forward.
Okay, you get within pouncing range.
Can Sora hold her action to be if any of the guards go to attack Marcus? That
They have not even. You mean they have their hands on the weapons next to you, but the others have formed a circle around the brothers as Marcus charges in.
Marcus is going to try to pounce.
Okay, Marcus, you hit. What are you doing? What's your first? You make contact.
He's going to put teeth, face.
Teeth through
And
face.
then,
Okay.
like, not bite him, but,
Basically, you're gonna bogle Marcus, but Marcus doing it to Matthew.
Yep.
Grab you with the jaws
Yep.
around the head. Yeah, gotcha. As you do, poof. You land into the dirt, circled by guards. Come on, really? You think I'd leave myself that open for you? from inside.
He's going to look in the direction of the voice.
There's just shield wall soldiers. Take my brother, we'll bring him back. They start moving in, swords out.
Aw.
They're not attacking him, they're looking to take him captive.
Marcus shifts back to his normal form.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the ground like?
It's mud. Mud turned up. You know, there's divots and ruts. Could have been avoided, brother. Pride was always going to be your downfall.
Remember,
Sorry.
we share the same blood, brother.
We do.
And Marcus is going to shift again.
Okay. What are you shifting into?
Hopefully.
A flea?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
What CR is a flea?
0.
I did not know we could do fleas. I'll be sure to make note of that.
Yeah, insects or beasts?
Crom's gonna...
22 is good. But Matthew hates you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the flea's movement speed? Like 10 feet, right? 10 feet.
Maybe.
They
You're
got
in
to
the
make...
center of the circle. An explosion goes off. As he tells his right-hand mage to fireball the shit out of the center. Now I'm going to let you make a dex save here, okay? To see if you could somehow, because you said you were going to run for it, see if you could burrow enough into the muck to get it. So I'm going to let you roll a dex save at disadvantage. And if you can,
Cool.
you won't...
I want to use both my nat 20s.
Okay. So, Marcus, you get into the muck, but the sudden heat bakes the mud on top of you. So you're currently suffocating under the mud because you don't have the strength of you know what I mean, of you while in free form.
Yep.
They look. The rest of you, as Matthew walks forward and looks, you know, you can hear under there as you're struggling for breath. You can hear the cracking of some of the mud as the footsteps come closer and closer, and you hear his voice. That's new. You're not invisible. Probably have shifted to something insignificant, like your contributions. Closer and closer.
Jesus, this man is such an ass.
He's a royal dick, literally.
I don't know what your plan is. He's walking looking for you.
Mirth, what did you see that was off about Aang?
It was a feeling in the pit of his stomach.
Yeah, it was more of a feel in my stomach. You know, it just didn't make sense to hear.
And nobody's gotten back to you.
Not yet.
It's a lot of movement, guys. Like,
Oh
the
yeah.
teleportation circle to the Nos is like an hour walk. Like, you don't understand. Like, it's not a quick process.
Gotcha. I didn't realize it was that far.
I mean, they would have to
Well,
get
remember,
into
you
the-
guys are in. You're also in. You're playing in real time. When you go rooms to rooms, it's quick, right?
Right.
So, that being said, hold on. Marcus, you can feel like one of the feet slam down next to you. He walks around.
Schweebly has a...
Patreon, yes, but right now I'm in the middle of a scene, so you have your own link in the Discord that shows you the chart with everything on, I believe. So, anything you're doing, Marcus?
He's going to have to shift back eventually. He's going to have to shift back.
Yeah, in like 7 hours. or something like that.
Yeah.
So stupid.
But he's
Mark-
suffocating, so he only has like 10 minutes.
Well, what's your con mod?
+4.
5 minutes. You can hold your breath for 5 minutes
Okay.
before you suffocate fully. He looks around. Very well then. Continue to hide. Don't avenge your wife. I'll take care of your children. And he walks back towards. With a step, and a step, and a step. And then, Crom, sorry, you're still...
Code and pull, yeah.
Crom, there's a flash in your eyes.
The fuck?
You give me, you start stumbling backwards with Sora on top of you. Give me another strength check.
16.
Slip, splash. In. To the muck the two of you go.
Can Chrome try to figure out what that flash was?
I'm not sure. I mean, you can, but we're getting here. Marcus, you hear something weird, as so does Foul, Mirth, Crom, and Sora. You hear a single whooshing, as then you hear a thud, and you hear, "Someone shot the king!" And they start pulling back, surrounding Matthew. You feel footsteps on either sides of you, as they start pulling back and back. A single arrow just tore through part of your brother's face. The Crom and Sora can see. And they start moving your brother away. The soldiers effectively, creating a barricade for him to get away.
Look at Fel. That was not me this time.
I didn't do it either.
You
Marcus,
all saw it?
you actually you take your 1 point of damage as you back out.
Yep.
So it runs over. And
Oh, hey, I think he's alive.
of course he's alive.
Someone shot your brother, Marcus. I think. I don't know.
Is he dead?
Let's see how bad he got hit.
He probably is losing that eye. He might be dead. You're not sure.
He could be dead. He might have lost an eye. Either way, someone got a really good hit on him.
Marcus looks over and goes, "Ang."
Still there, buddy. Come on, let's go.
From the forest, out walks Skylar with a bow and another arrow. You're an idiot, Marcus. She walks by you.
It's not her. I just say the fact.
Marcus is. I'm picturing Marcus is like totally weak from holding his breath and
Oh
all
yeah,
that.
it's just he's still catching his breath. She walks
Yep.
towards the temple. She looks back at you before you can gain the ability to speak back to her. We've all put our hopes in you. Stop throwing our hopes away. She walks
Mirth,
back.
help carry this body.
And you start to get
Yes.
the burning sensation calms down in your lungs.
Mirthful. We'll try to pick her up. I don't know. I don't know between him and Fel, which is
Crom will help support Marcus. Yeah.
Just as you get back to Aang, the standing stone finally reverts. Daddy?
He can't send back.
That's all.
Well, you can reply. Oh, no.
No,
Yeah.
it was just open.
He looks at him and he goes, "Give me a Penrith."
You hear a single voice in your head. from Miss Ileana, and I'll just say what the setting says.
Eh.
Your family's here, Marcus. Everyone. Every single one. Aang's passed out on the couch.
Marcus is Marcus just looks at everybody and goes, I'm sorry.
About what?
Throwing stuff away.
It's a natural reaction.
I probably would have done the same.
Do you think
I
your
have
brother just
done the same.
What's Clint?
The rain continues to fall as Marcus looks over what looks to be Aang. Mirth, roll me an investigation check. You're probably the only one that's going to be able to get it.
22. 25 because of rival.
25. I'll say after studying the body, the DC has come down. You hit it at distance, that's why I didn't give you anything. There's a small pin underneath. And it's kind of coated in some blood. You remove the pin, the form of this creature turns undistinct and gray. Val, you realize that they encountered warlocks before. They've seemingly figured out a way with blood hunters to bypass your sight.
I relay this.
Well, all I know is I realized this really is Aang, and I
changed.
knew it. I knew it. I wasn't worried at all.
Yeah, sweat actually drips faster than the rain on Mirth's forehead. But this is where, as the screen goes black, as Marcus looks to the form, knowing his wife and children are safe, and towards the retreating group, that there is nothing sacred anymore. The one opportunity for a peaceful negotiation has come and gone. And now, whatever tricks and whatever was being held back is now on the table. And that's where we'll end it today. Hope you guys enjoyed the story.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it. You guys were successful. You held off. You guys thought it was. I mean, you guys provided a very good distraction, I'll tell you. You guys held off a while. You parlayed. You bought yourselves time. That all comes into fruition for the other group that's counterattacking your base of operations and going to try and raise as much supplies as they can. The more time you bought here, the easier it is for the other group.
I just wish I could got on my into the.
You're cutting out every 2 seconds. So,
Yep.
Mixer, we love you. We'll see
Mixer.
you later.
Thank you, Mixer.
I'm
Thank you for all the donations.
All of them. We love you much. Crazy, you didn't get anyone killed. So, congratulations. But we'll blame you for fake Aang dying, okay?
There it is.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Mixer.